Question 1065.
Wow.
What is your least impressive achievement that you can remember?
How many times have I appeared on this show now?
70 maybe? I don't know, I haven't got it in front of me. We're getting close to 70 times. Is that an achievement? That's the problem. Achievement is the problem.
Placing in my first grade.
I won't say it. I won't say it.
I'm having trouble
I'll
defining
DM it to you.
What qualifies something as an accomplishment?
Winning my first grade spelling bee, but then losing the school wide one because I panicked and forgot how and thought that I lost on a very simple word, and it was very embarrassing. No, it was what? I kept thinking if I put an H in it, it'll be wrong. I was 6, okay? I kept thinking if I say an H, it'll be wrong, and I don't know why. I think it's just
I understand.
anxiety.
No,
I
sat there in like first grade. We used to do a reading circle. You know, they'd get about 7 to 10 kids in a circle, and each one would read a little bit of Dick and Jane. And I used to have so much trouble with all the W and H words. I couldn't recognize what versus where versus why. And it was more fun.
It was the thing is I knew how to spell it, but it was just the pressure of the moment, and I said WAT, and then I was so relieved when they asked me to leave the stage. So that's it. That's my least. Yeah, that's my. Okay. I was 6 and bad at a spelling bee.
Sirif says getting 2 hours of sleep. It's hardly an achievement. I mean, Julie managed 3.
That means it's a minor achievement. If it's hardly an achievement, you said minor, so it counts.
But it's got to be an achievement. I don't know whether you count it as an achievement.
Hey! It has to be a minor achievement. That's a minor achievement.
Yeah. What you don't know is how much this person has worked and how much they've done, and then gotten 2 hours of sleep. So it might have been, if you've got a newborn at home, for example, 2 hours of sleep. Oh my gosh, that's a gift. Right? Yeah.
Inquisitive Andre has the definitive answer.
I pooped in the potty.
Well done.
Okay. Well done,
well
you.
Done.
I mean, pooping is a minor achievement. Pooping in the potty makes it a major achievement.
It does.
So that doesn't qualify for IQ.
It makes you equal to a cat now.
I would say that would be completely dependent on the psychological year of the person doing the pooping.
Nerdy says, well done. Nerdy said, I think my most impressive achievement is getting up in the morning, but my least impressive one would be getting up too early in the morning. Ilya says, being able to toggle the light switch in the middle. Not up, not down, but in the middle. That takes skill.
That's good. That
actually does take some skill, I think.
Yeah.
Depends on the switch, to be fair. Jefferson Spatchcock says, I completed Maya Briggs' personality inventory in a class. I don't know what that is.
I don't either, but it sounds cool.
It does, it sounds that's impressive.
I was thinking my least whatever.
Go on. Least impressive achievement.
Breathing.
Breathing? I'm not sure that's an achievement. I mean,
it is if one has trouble.
If pooping is, breathing is.
Pooping isn't. It was just funny.
Well, plus, if you watch the Jane Fonda, let's see now, which one is it? It's one of Jane Fonda's workout videos where she says, don't forget to breathe. Hey, Aubrey, you're great at breathing. I've watched that one so many times.
Hanging with John Wild says, true story, I had sex with Britney Spears years ago. Very true. I used to hang out with celebs like that in Orlando, and it happened at a party. I don't believe you.
I don't know how was he?
Is he slut shaming Britney there? By the way,
well, he's saying it's
I don't
his
think
least
so. I think
achievement.
he's bragging about a celeb pull, but I don't really care.
No.
Yeah, but he's saying it's the way he said it because this is supposed to be the least impressive accomplishment. It kind of implied that Britney's easy.
Fair. That's a good point.
or not worth the effort.
But he's also playing that he did it with a
Okay,
lot
that's
of
true,
celebrities
yeah.
too. So maybe she's the one he's least impressed with.
Lone Wanderer says, I reenacted the Forrest Gump Elvis dance and won a Coke.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm proud of you.
That's
Go
cool.
you.
Yeah. Well done.
Oh God.
Sammy says, I read the Bible cover to cover.
Actually, I think that I don't know. I've done that, and I do feel that's an achievement just for endurance.
Just slogging through it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I've read the Bible multiple times and I didn't get shit out of it, except for atheism. Yay!
Yay! Me too.
Yeah.
Well,
see-
I did Christianity anyway. Go ahead.
Says,
I won a Nancy Reagan lookalike contest at a counter inaugural ball in 1980.
Oh my god! That is amazing!
And all I did was stand on stage and drool.
Oh, that's amazing! Oh,
And I won
Respect.
a teeny gun.
That's great.
Jeff!
I don't know. I mean, really. I mean, I don't know. Maybe winning the egg and spoon race at school sports day or something.
I
don't
always
know.
won the egg and spoon race.
Well, there you go. See what I mean? It's not much of an accomplishment, is it?
I was good at the egg and spoon race. I was bugger all good at anything else. Egg and spoon, I can do that.
Okay, I finally came up with something.
Go on.
I won an award for most memorable sink at a contest to build a boat that would float out of cardboard and duct tape.
oh.
Yeah,
And mine's
it's
doable.
It's doable.
And your sink, but it was the most memorable of the sinking of the
Yes.
cardboard duct tape. Okay,
Yes.
got it.
Are we talking
Wow.
about?
Did you get to wax the cardboard at all?
No.
Oh, that's
No,
even
no.
more
If you
impressive.
cover the
That's
cardboard
pretty
in
cool.
enough, you cover the
They were all-
cardboard in enough
You
duct
didn't
tape.
have enough duct tape to cover it.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
they were all
lived in
doomed.
your duct
Ow,
tape. That's not nice.
How? By what difference right now? By what difference? By are we talking like a person actually had to be in this thing and it floated?
No,
Yeah, not even
no,
even
the boats
funny.
were only a few, about 6 inches long.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I could do that.
Oh, that's not as impressive.
I told you it wasn't impressive.
It's not supposed to be. That's the point.
Oh,
Right,
I know.
exactly.
I was about to say this could be quite. I don't know if I told anyone. I actually like my college qualifications were in like shipwright. So
Weren't they?
yeah,
Nice.
how the
Aye.
fuck how the fuck I managed to pass that because I'm so shit with my hands. So I don't know.
How? Okay, go ahead. Never mind.
Right, I've completely changed. Loyal says, I've
Well, that
never
explains
achieved
your
anything.
lack of interest in masturbation.
What? I missed the first part of that.
I didn't say I'm not
So-
interested in it. It's just that it's not to the same degree as a lot of other people.
He hasn't
I see.
taken it up professionally yet.
No, it's more sex. It's actually more sex. I'm at least less interested in that. So.
Spooky says, I've been on Critical Questions. That's really not an achievement. Sammy said, I won a sexy butt contest at high school 70s disco.
Nice.
Ilya says, I won a lip sync contest to Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice a long time ago.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why. I want
That is
to. I want
awesome.
to see that.
I
actually
do.
want to see that.
Does she want to come up?
I actually want to hear Ilya sing the song. Actually, now that I think about it.
Never Again says, I remember it. I won Klutz of the Year award at a beer and pizza party at Schwab one year. It was also the year I won the Save Our Ass award.
I mean, hey, it counts.
IQ says Neil gave me a wrench. You've got to walk into the room and you get a wrench.
Yeah.
That's good. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hanging with John
I mean, he
Wild says,
gave me one too, if that says anything about that accomplishment, but yeah.
Gary says, a Critical Cripple read one of my live chat comments once. You could super chat. Hanging with John Wild says, met Donald Trump once, not very impressive. Nerdy says, I managed to tie my shoes using a grown-up knot. Is that not a normal knot?
I'm so
Is that
proud
one
of
those
you.
fancy knots?
Good for you.
I'm not going to call that meeting Trump an achievement. When you didn't even shoot the bastard.
Or punch him.
I am
That would've
assuming
done.
this was before he was president.
But yeah, at least punch him.
I mean, I do like the Jen Aldridge's story.
Oh, yeah, I
They
did too.
drowned him in New York. She regularly ended up screaming at him because he was in the way.
Yeah.
I could see that for some reason.
Nerdy says, one time I even put my underpants on the right way round. I don't believe
I'm so
it.
proud of Nerdy.
Well done.
Mathpig says, I dressed the baby correctly.
Yay.
Ooh, that's actually a kind of a big one.
Yeah,
They
Right.
move around a lot.
I do.
They
Sarah.
do. They're sweet. But...
I forgot my answer. Oh, I'll just go with I reached level 20 on Fallout 76. Yay! Woo.
Were you speaking another language, Justin? I
No.
didn't understand.
I'm
What did
sorry?
you say? I'm sorry. I didn't understand what you said at all, Sarah. I think it's a game about a game I don't play, and that might be
Oh,
why.
I reached level 20 on Fallout 76.
Okay, I played Fallout. I played the first one. I don't think I've played anything since. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, awesome. Well done.
I completed Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on my first attempt.
On your first
fact-
attempt, with no
Yeah.
deaths.
Yep, no cheats, nothing. My
You didn't
first
cheat,
attempt.
but you didn't. You just went all the way through.
Yep.
I don't
Wait,
believe
he
you.
did what?
Yeah, it's not that impressive because it seemed to be a story that a lot of people had at the time as well. Even though I still maintain that the Sega Mega Drive is the greatest console ever made. But
Why is that? It's not as good as the Dreamcast.
I don't know. Maybe it's a nostalgia thing. It might not hold up to quite so well now. But
Well, this is
I
the
think for
problem
the
you've
amount
got.
the amount of fun I've actually had playing a machine, there's nothing that's topped the Mega Drive ever.
No, I know what you mean, though.
Do you guys remember? You talk about accomplishments. That tidal wave in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
very, I survived that.
What?
Oh my God, you
Where,
were
where,
there?
where were you?
No, I was in Wisconsin.
I have
Oh.
to. I have the winner.
Jimmy.
I have the winner.
Okay.
I have the winner. I have the winner. I'm sorry
Go on.
now. Now Jenny said that. I have survived over 30 predicted raptures.
Exactly, see?
I fucking win.
And the best way to piss people off is to make
And
a raptor cake.
a Mayan apocalypse.
Yeah.
Mayan apocalypse. Nerdy says, I managed to
I
leave.
win.
You win. That's it. I managed to leave a bag of potatoes long enough, such that when I opened the cupboard, it swarmed with flies.
Ew, gross, Nerdy.
I managed
Sorry.
to leave some fish heads in the shed, so that when I went in there
Fish heads,
and opened it,
fish heads.
it was just full of
holy
maggots
fish
crawling
heads.
everywhere.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That was horrible.
Let's eat them up. Yum.
Yum.
No, for crabbing. Antja said, I won some presidential something or other for academic achievement signed by Bill Gates. That sounds like a good thing.
No, Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. Bill
What did I
Clinton.
say?
I think it would have been signed by Bill Clinton because since
Yes,
Bill
that's
Gates
what it
is
says
the
here.
president.
Quote unquote.
I was reading what it says and my brain went somewhere else. I'm not being controlled.
Your brain. You have Bill Gates on the brain. Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
I spent the
have you
yesterday
gotten
with
vaccine?
people.
Is that what it is? They put the microchip in you, and he's like controlling your brain now.
I spent yesterday being shouted at about how it was all how the conspiracy and Bill Gates was behind it, and Bill Gates funds everything, and any research that proves the people wrong is funded by Bill Gates.
Yes, I had a question written about that, about the fact that it was Bill Gates, Fauci, and Hillary Clinton were in it together to hide the fact that Hillary Clinton was supposed to be going to jail, and some China.
This makes me so angry on so many levels. We got it. Just go to the next question, or I'm going to start ranting.
I survived. I've survived every Republican administration since 1954.
So
and
far.
well done.
So
Seriously,
far.
that's not an unimpressive achievement. That's a freaking achievement. Jesus.
Chad says,
Amazing. We're not all dead.
I once accidentally made Pruno in my trumpet case using apple juice I had forgotten about. What's Pruno?
I have no idea.
Oh, did the apple juice just ferment? Because you left it in there so long?
Apparently so.
Nag says, I had a good one. I have survived viral and bacterial meningitis. Only one I haven't had is fungal. Well, you must finish the collection.
Done.
Well,
I had a good friend die from meningitis. Well done on you for surviving that.
Spooky says, I have a penis, for which people congratulated him.
I'm congratulating him because I'm proud of Spooky.
Here's the problem, Spooky. I'm fairly certain that almost everyone on this panel has got their own penis that they keep in a drawer that's probably better.
Hey.
I have a number of jokes I could apply to that, but I'm not going to at this time.
Should we do the next question?
Yes, please.
Next, moving on. Drink. I don't know what the other ones are.
Apart from the fact that I really want Jeff to be back.
Well, let's wait for Jeff then. Let's play the Jeopardy music, but not. We'll get copyright striked and just wait for Jeff then.
We can sing it though.
Can we? Is that okay? I've actually wondered about
to a degree.
Especially if you miss most of the notes like that rendition.
I mean, we can add it. We can add it with the Mario thing. No, that's not Mario. Fuck.
Oh, apparently I have. I was gonna say, did it? No, that's not. I don't know if I can't. It's gone now. Right. Chad says yes. Pruno, underwhelming achievement. I think Pruno is prison wine.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Dave, did you answer? By the way,
I have no idea what you're talking about. Nerdy said, I think. Nerdy said, just wait. Nerdy said, I think Dave's answer should be that he once answered one of his own questions.
I mean, that could be your answer, but what is your actual answer?
Santi says, I won a fishing tournament because out of the 50 peeps participating, I got tiny fish.
David's ignoring you. That makes me sad.
Well done, Santi.
Well done, Santi.
That's awesome, Santi.
Oh, what's my least? I probably my RSA qualifications.
RSA?
RSA do not have them in the States. They are
what is that?
Like typing qualifications that if you were going to be a secretary in the 80s,
I have one of those.
There you go. Right, if you were going to go down the clerical administrative route, there's loads of qualifications in RSA you can get.
So it's like it's a certification in, like, say, typing and shorthand.
Yes, right. But the point is, while I was doing my computing thing, my college let me do.
I used to be certified in Microsoft itself.
Yeah. My college used to let you do other things. If they did a test, if they were certified to do tests, and if you were doing a course with them, you could take anything. So one lunchtime, I went down. And I spent an hour and I just did every possible test I could from RSA and ended up with a load of qualifications.
I did a lot of the tests because you really only had to pay if you passed the test. And also, like, the tests were like $5 each with my school. So I did a lot of them too. So I was certified for a bunch of stuff. But that's like been 10 years ago. So I'm not certified anymore.
And it never hurts to have certification in the skill.
I am, however, white. In almost every
state. Can we do the next question?
We're waiting for Jeff.
I am licensed in almost every
how much longer do we have to wait for this boy? Well, then I have to go.
He said 2 minutes, but that was 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
go
ahead, yeah, because
no, we need you to come. Hanging with John Wild says, when I was a teen, I won the National Uno Championship.
All right. What's so important that you need me back?
Well, we don't now because Jenny had to go to the restroom.
Sammy says, in Australia, it's Responsible Services of Alcohol Certification, RSA. It's needed to serve alcohol. Loyal says, nice. I passed my theory test. I'm assuming you mean driving?
Quite possibly.
Theory of driving? Wait, what?
It just occurred to me I don't know where loyal is.
Do you not have an equivalent of that in like US, like because you call it like driver's ed or something?
They just
Yeah,
let
we have
everyone
driver's
drive.
ed.
Because you have like.
But you don't. The thing is, you don't have to take driver's ed. Well, in some states you do, but like
Yeah.
in Tennessee, you don't have to take driver's ed to get a license, but you do have to take a test at the DMV, or you have to take a written test and a driving test.
What
Georgia
you
has giving children
okay.
license without a test.
what there is in the UK is there's two parts of the test that they call theory and practical. Well, they've also but I'd say about 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, they also introduced hazard perception in this, which is like a computer thing. But the theory test was you were given 35 questions, all multiple choice. You had to score 30 or more to pass that. So that's sort of halfway to your driving license. Then you had to actually do the test where you actually go out on the road and perform all the manoeuvres.
Yeah, that's what we do here.
But there's also like a thing you do on a computer screen now called hazard
Yes.
perception. Where you,
Yeah, that's exactly
Isn't
how
that
it
just
is
part
here.
of the theory
It's the
test?
same.
I
Yeah.
thought that was just part of the theory test.
That is part of the theory test, but that was something that was added not that well. I'd say a few years ago, 10, 15
Yeah, I didn't
years.
have to do that. I'm old.
Because I did when because I said I've never learned to drive a car. It's probably going to be something that I have to put on my to-do list. I
have a question.
I have a motorcycle license. I rode motorcycles for
Go on,
ages.
Julie.
Oh, sorry. I just have a quick question. If you like, say you live in London and you get your driver's license, if you move somewhere else in the country,
No,
in England, do you have to get a new license?
No, it's national here. It's not.
That would be so much easier.
Yeah,
no, here
we
it's
don't-
state.
It would be
to state.
so
Like,
much easier.
if you move to another state, you have to retake everything.
You also have to
and
get
get a new
registered
license.
for your vehicle too, and some states usually take about it.
I'll explain. By and large, all laws here are like UK. Now, okay, there are some differences
Extra
for say law in Scotland to England in certain.
Sure.
But by and large, it is it is there because all like that let's say England's divided into counties now, separate counties. They're all part of England, whatever. They don't have their own separate laws or they've got local authorities, but they're not really like local governments, like because the United States is like a federation of states, effectively.
Yes, they are. They should be separate countries, really. Right. Next question.
Again,
let's get on to the next question, or we'll be here forever.
This one forever.
Yeah, I can learn about the states and their insurance and
and if they were separate countries, I wouldn't exist because my parents never would have met. Because my dad wouldn't have been in the U.S. Army, and they met at a USO. So
States rats, y'all.
Well, fuck that.
Right. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.